Mystery of the disappearance of the Kingdom of Khazalle. Khazalle is a thriving kingdom on the banks of the River Ikwa in the watershed of the Gorgon River. King Joseph occupied the delta, keeping the gateway, attacking the Russians. Many tribes come here to live and pay tribute to the Joseph court. The mysterious disappearance of the Kingdom of Khazalle. In the three cities of the Ikwa River there is a city that is the home of the Emperor and Empress Joseph, a city inhabited by Jews, Christians, and Spaniards, and a third city by King Joseph. The stronghold here is an oval structure, the residence of the king, slaves and subjects of the king. In the Kingdom of Khazalle, people do not experience heavy rains but encounter a system of horizontal rivers and lakes, everywhere see fertile soil, rich produce, vast fields with vineyards, green flower garden untouched. So far, the above evidence is the only historical material discovered by the Khazalle himself about his country. Other documents are King Joseph's letter to an Arabic Grayman named Hassan Sifert. Historians are always skeptical of the authenticity of this letter. By the 20th century they found the letter of Hassan Sifert sent in Cairo, Egypt. In this letter, Hassan suggested that the Byzantine emperor give him a boat to Khazalle. Byzantine is at war with Khazalle. Someone in Constantinople, the capital of Byzantine, wrote to Hassan that from Constantinople to Khazalle it took about 15 days to cross the road to go through many countries. His letter also informed him that the name of King Khazalle was Joseph. Hassan wrote a letter to King Joseph asking for the location of the Kingdom of Khazalle. And King Joseph wrote a letter to Hassan introducing the position and situation of the kingdom. This is also an important reference for historians to study exactly the Kingdom of Khazalle. In addition, in the literary archaeology of Russia, Byzantine, Armenia has made it clear that the Kingdom of Khazalle was a mighty strong kingdom, fortified strongholds and large architectural works. This country, cool temperate climate. Khazalle's military strength is relatively strong, with a large army of invaders of Armenian territory. Georgian King Joseph, for failing to marry the Grand Duchess of Georgia as his wife, used military strength to destroy the city of Tbilisi. The Arab tribes say that the tribes from the Don River to the north of the Ural River have all advanced to the Kingdom of Khazalle. The Arabs also recognize the Kingdom of Khazalle as the place to trade, the main route between the Kingdom of Byzantine and China. The Russians had fought the Khazalle. In 965, the two sides had a fierce war. The Russians finally captured the capital Ikwa, the Khazalle. Then, from the Volga Delta, the Russians followed the Caspian Sea to the Saidel's city of Khazalle. The Kingdom of Khazalle is a large, once-in-a-time country that has existed for more than 1,000 years. But until now, almost no documentation for reference, so historians have not yet found out where it is located. The Gorgon River where King Joseph mentioned in the letter? Is it a tributary of the Volga River, or is there another river? The delta area that King Joseph wrote in the letter is to indicate where? In the letter the king also said, his subjects as much as send. So how many people of the king? Because there is no record of the Khazalle kingdom, researchers could not conduct a survey to find the site. The disappearance of the Kingdom of Khazalle always bristles researchers today. Some scholars predict that the Kingdom of Khazalle was swallowed by Caspian Lake. In the 7th century, the Khazalle kingdom had fertile fields. The Khazalle kingdom controlled the waterway on the Volga River and became the owner of the Volga Delta. But also from Caspian Lake began to gradually go to the coast. Year after year, the Caspian Lake accidentally swallowed up fields, orchards and villages of the Khazalle. In the 19th century, the strongholds of the Khazalle kingdom were finally swallowed up by Caspian lakes. Much material has provided credible evidence that the Khazalle kingdom was engulfed by the Caspian Sea. However, this explanation cannot convince anyone. It is said that the Kingdom of Khazalle was under the influence of the Caspian Sea over the years. The inhabitants of the kingdom had plenty of time to move elsewhere. Where did they go? Where are their descendants now? In addition, Khazalle is a wealthy kingdom, large land where people, if drowned, on the continental shelf leave the remains and remnants of ruin. However, no trace of this kingdom has yet been discovered. Byzantine's chronicle says the Khazal's Sekil area, located along the Don River, on the main road to Aquila, was destroyed by Kaifev's Volodizarap. Former Soviet archaeologist, Artemov conducted the survey again. He finally found Shakil's place and excavated it. Unfortunately, Artemov did not detect any of the Khazal's characters. Artemov said sadly, "So far we have not known anything about the Khazal. The history of the Kingdom of Khazalle has been lost as a cloud that we cannot judge."